Welcome back, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Can't Stop the Blues here on Facebook. We sure do appreciate having an opportunity to have our album release party here. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's get back to some music. What do you guys say?
Hey, Brian.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here. Glad you guys could be here.
Wait till y'all hear this one. You're gonna love it.
These guys are living proof that you can't stop the blues.
I see all these comments and questions. We'll be answering those as we run the program tonight, and also afterward at the meet and greet. The band and I will be answering these questions live. Of course, you can always go to Scrappy's Juke House at my Facebook page, Eric Hughes Music. But keep them coming, and also be sure and contribute with the buttons here. Contribute to what we're doing, and also purchase your copy of Postcards from Beale Street. Brian, you out there?
What's going on, guys? You guys can get this album, Postcard from Beale, at endlessbluesrecords.com.
Hey guys, isn't this cool? I'm enjoying this album release party, and I'm so glad you guys stopped in. I'm going to set up this next song called Homesick Angel. It's written for and about Walter and I's grandfather, Lieutenant Walter Hughes, U.S. Army Air Corps. Now, when he was in training, he was in flight school, and he was scheduled to come home on leave and get married to my grandmother. But he got sick and didn't have enough flight hours to graduate. And you can imagine what a kink this put in my grandmother and her family's plans. And my grandmother called overseas. This is a big deal back then to making overseas calls. She called and called. She called the wing commander, the group commander, and these men are trying to fight a war, keep in mind. And she eventually got to the group commander, who called the squadron commander and said, look, get Hughes up in the air, get a plane, get him in the air, get him his hours, and graduate him so he can go home and marry this woman, or else I will. And so this is Homesick Angel. Hope y'all enjoy it. The world was at war, burning and bleeding. We sent our prayers for what we were needing. The Lord in the sky heard our sad cry. We were calling. Gleaming angels and birds made of metal, straight to the earth to join in the battle, to dive down below and punish the foe for the fallen. Fly, fly away, homesick angel. All wings are chrome, go back to your home in the sky. Great guns in your wings, long spinning blades, and an engine that sings. You charge from the gate into a fate none could know. There in the saddle of a mystical steed, a creature of fire, one built for speed. You and your brothers protected our mothers below. Fly away, homesick angel. All wings are chrome, go back to your home in the sky. Fly away, homesick angel. If I live true to a If you stay here too long, give up the chase, return to your base upon high. You did not belong here, this was not your home. Now in the magical heavens you roam, but I'll be watching for your lights in the nighttime sky. Fly, fly away, homesick angel. On wings of crow, go back to your home in the sky. Homesick angel, if I live true, do I get to see you when I die? The band and I are going to answer some questions from some of our fans. And the first one is, what is your approach to recording when you make an album? Walter, you want to take this one?
Recording techniques, recording philosophy, that could mean a lot of different things. 3 things that I have learned about recording guitar tracks. Compared to what you would do live, you gotta alter your rig a little. You gotta alter your signal path, because you want to go in cleaner, brighter, and drier than you would normally have in a live setting. Cleaner, just so that you can, all this is to make the post-production and engineer's job way easier. And they will remember that you were easy to work with because you did this. Cleaner, because if you want to add dirt later, you can totally add dirt and it'll sound real and it'll sound live. 20 years ago, no, but now they got it pretty much nailed. Brighter, go ahead and get that treble knob up there, because when you're doing post-production, mixing, EQ, whatever, if your guitar sound is bright, they can roll the highs off and problem solved. But if you're hanging out with your treble knob all the way down on your amp and on your guitar because you like a dark, jazzy, whatever, if it needs to come through the mix and it's already all dark and bloopy and muddy, there's really no way to add treble to bring it up in the mix. I mean, there kind of is, but it's not. It's terrible. It's just like white noise, kind of. Anyway, and you want to leave your signal a little bit drier than you would have it live, because say you felt like, oh well, I could do like a Leslie simulator on this song, or I could do a big old delay on this track. Go ahead and do a dry run first, at least, so that if you are, in post-production a couple of weeks after your guitar tracks are done and you're sitting there on that couch in the mixing room and you're like, man, I wish I hadn't turned that tremolo on right there. That kind of goes against what the keyboard player's doing, that recorded after you. So go ahead and just do a dry run. If you want to add effects to your dry track, you can totally do that, and it will sound real. But just clean, bright, and dry on tracks makes everybody's job easier.
Leo, you got anything on that one?
My philosophy in session work and playing in bands too is I regard myself as the engine of the band. Along with the drummer, we push and drive the song. My job in the session or on live play is to provide the foundation, which is everything else on the record can be built on. If you don't have a good foundation, you haven't got a good record. I usually don't intend to be real flashy or over prominent. I just try to function and serve the song. Play the parts that serve the song. I try to capture Eric's spirit and intention of the song in the bass lines. Nothing overpowering. It's basically just a solid meat and potatoes effort.
Hey, Brian, do you want to answer that question?
My approach to recording is really, it's like a roadmap because I try to get my roadmap in order. I get to the stop sign, I take a left, I go down the road, I have to bear to the right. I have to figure out all these things, and then once I figure out all these things, then I can actually stick to that because and you try to do the same thing every single time. And you may have 25 passes on one song, but you want to stick to the continuity of that particular roadmap throughout that song. Once you get the exact one you want, that's the problem. Is it takes a minute to get the one you want, but once you do, you really can get it. And as far as my recording philosophy goes, I want to create an album. Every single time I put down a part, I want it to be able to be listened to over 1,000 times, and it sound just as fresh on the first time as it does on the 1,000th time. There's been plenty of examples of this, of bands that I'm sure everybody knows. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. That was an album that I could probably listen to 10,000 times and it would still be fresh the 10,000th time.
Cool question. Thank you. My approach, my philosophy. Let the song do the talking. You can have the best band in the world with the most cutting edge recording equipment and the most talented engineers in the world, but if you don't have a song, it's pointless. And that's why I allow these songs to develop on their own as they would like to. If it goes in a funk direction or a rock direction or a soul direction or a jug band direction, I like to think that I have the sense to let it go there. And so as Leo said earlier, serve the song, even when you're writing the song. And I hope that you guys enjoy the variety and the songwriting on this album. Hey, babies. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on Can't Stop the Blues for Eric Hughes Band's album release party, Postcard from Beale Street. One of the songs on this album is a little tune called Follow Your Stupid Little Dreams. And guess what? If they come true, they're not stupid. Follow your stupid little dreams here on Can't Stop the Blues. Some people in your life, their only goal it seems is to try and smush your stupid little dreams. They'll tell you that your chances are mighty, mighty thin. They want you to give up and end up just like them. But I said follow your stupid little dreams. Keep on chasing rainbows and gathering moonbeams. Eyes on the prize by all means. Follow your stupid little dreams. Y'all join along with me. Folks wish you would listen. They think that they're your friend when they say you're pissing straight into the wind. The reason why so many, they want you just to fail. They want you to join them in their little jail. But I said follow your stupid little dreams. Keep on chasing rainbows and gathering moonbeams. Eyes on the prize by all means. Find all your stupid little dreams. Tell me what's your real job? What do you do for work? They'll talk down to you, they'll treat you like a jerk. But your time has come when you'll have your day, when they pay their money to come and hear you play. But I said find all your stupid little dreams. Keep on chasing rainbows and gathering moonbeams. Eyes on the prize by all means. Find all your stupid little dreams. Y'all join in with me, gonna take it on. Find all your stupid little dreams. Keep on chasing rainbows and gathering moonbeams. Eyes on the prize by all means. Find all your stupid little dreams. But I got dreams. I make it down and how it seems. Hee! Banjo guitar. Follow your stupid little dreams. Here on Can't Stop the Blues.
These guys went from doing 320 shows a year to 0. So don't be afraid to show your love. Tip Bucket's pretty hungry right now.
Hey! Brian the Hitman Ayler here, hanging in with you.
Hey, Brian.
Next time we get back to playing, I want to see everybody there.
It's been strange to see Beale Street so quiet, and for the first time in 150 years, there haven't been the shouts of joy and the laughing and the music, but it's going to be back soon because we've done an incredible job of scaling back, strapping down, cutting back, and staying home. Hey, there's the table where I met Donna. But we'll be back down on Beale Street soon. Robbie will be in her booth, the dance floor will be full, and there'll be some more of this. Beale Street, Memphis, Tennessee. Can't wait to get back down there for more of this kind of fun and silliness. Get it, Steve? My favorite place in the world. And we thank you guys for supporting us during this time when we can't be down there. But we'll be back soon for more drinking, dancing, good blues music. Beale Street, our home. Look forward to a lot more of this type of behavior.